Kukuli Cafe is an Indigenous cuisine style restaurant. It opened up 10 years ago on a recipe of bannock. So we were pretty lucky to come up with hundreds of recipes for bannock, and that's how we could describe Kukuli. Our cafe has contributed through employment, skills, and training. We hired summer students through the Aboriginal Skills and Training and also through Okanagan Training Development Council. And we hire summer students, and they usually end up staying on with us even after the summer student position is ended. I think the bannock is a big part of Kukuli, only because it's one of those foods that everyone is familiar with. I mean, First Nations lived off of this type of bread hundreds of years ago. I think when people are looking for an experience, like even up to 20 years ago, you would not find an Indigenous restaurant. So they would go to powwows and they'd get to experience the powwow. And now I like to say that, you know, you can have that powwow experience here because we have the decor, the music. We hire Indigenous people, and we hire anyone who wants to work that needs a job. So they get that experience at Kukuli Cafe, just having the bannock, the music, the experience, and the people. I remember I really wanted to open up my own restaurant. I wanted to be my own boss. And when we started Kukuli in initially 2005, we kind of sold bannock across the street, actually, in that little car wash, Vista Ridge Car Wash. And we just kind of started marketing bannock because not everybody knew what bannock was. And still today we have people come in asking, oh, what is bannock? Some of the biggest challenges we had were how to run a restaurant, how to operate the business. When we first started in 2009, we had to do a business plan and everything, and so we had to get that approved. And so yeah, here we are. We opened up the doors and we have a bit of a menu, and we were so green that we didn't really quite know what to expect. All I know is I just wanted to be my own boss. So it took a lot of work and a lot of perseverance to really learn a lot along the way. When there's so much to learn, and you know, human resources and finances and those kind of things, when we learned that, then we were able to take the restaurant to a whole new level. And when we first opened, people thought we were a franchise already from back east, so that was kind of cool that people thought we were from, I don't know, Ontario or somewhere like that. They're like, no, or you know, this is just locally owned, and they thought we were a franchise. So from that day forward, we just knew that we wanted to franchise Kukuli Cafe. The number one thing is always making the restaurant better. We always are looking at ways of you know, doing things that are easier, quicker. If you love what you do, it's not work. And if you can handle 15, 16-hour days, then do it, because then it's just not work anymore. It's always thinking, learning, growing. It's like you're this little university in your head. You're always thinking of ways to make everything better. All Nations Trust Company, I've been working with them now for, I bet, 15 or so years. And we've been very lucky to have the trust company work with us. We came to them with a plan, and it took a lot to get that plan to come to fruition over time. And All Nations Trust Company had, you know, come forward and helped us, and they were amazing. And still, even to this day, they're still like one of our basically partners of Kukuli Cafe, because they're still helping us and helping our franchise. I think our customers, when they come into Kukuli Cafe, they're so amazed. One, that we're Indigenous owned, and people are very happy that this is an Indigenous restaurant and owned by an Indigenous person, and a woman for that matter. Everyone here has this little heart of gold, where we sometimes feel that, like in the winter, we'll take donations and we'll donate them to the shelter, of all the winter gears, stuff like that. So we do that type of contribution. And we also donate to the food bank, the local food bank. So we also connect with community by donating bannock to funerals of people that we know. Bannock binds the community together.